you're singing la 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 la, da 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 na na, baby, da dum dum dum. Hey! Hi guys and welcome back to this new video! Let me tell you something, I was really reluctant to do that video at first, but after many weeks of wanting to do it but never doing it, I'm finally here, which means that I finally did it! So what was it? It was another 7-day challenge where I wanted to make a new choreography every single day to another song. Did I achieve my goal? Did I actually do it for 7 days? Well, let's not waste any time and find it out right now. Day 1. Lonely Street by Stray Kids. I chose this song to start off the whole challenge because I already had a few steps in my mind that I thought would fit that song. So I was like, let's just start a bit easier and take that song. Also, I had less time than I thought I would have because of bad time management. However, I still managed to finish the whole choreography and to dance it, which I was quite proud at the end of the day. While choreographing, some steps that came up in my mind and that I wanted to incorporate reminded me of other choreographies. For example, one step reminded me of the choreography to the song Elevator by Stray Kids as well, and I was always like, why? In the end, I managed to finish it and I thought it was quite a good start into this challenge. Day 2. Missed by ATs. This song is a completely different genre than the song I chose yesterday, but that was on purpose because I just wanted to test out how versatile my creativity can be. So the style of the choreography was more contemporary than that K-pop hip-hop style I normally dance. I was like, let's go, let's just try it out and see what happens. Here, one problem that I had every single day already started. When I improvised to the song, I already forgot the next second what I was dancing. Even though I thought it was quite good and I wanted to do it exactly like this, I forgot. I just forgot and was like, luckily I recorded it on camera because otherwise I would still be stuck with that choreography and not remember anything at all. So I was glad I had the video to check what I did. Day 3. Piece of a Puzzle by Stray Kids. Again? I guess. Yes! This is another song by Stray Kids because I just like the song, okay? So, on that day, sometimes I had a few steps in my mind that I wanted to do and I wanted to incorporate them in my choreography. However, I already used them in the past 2 choreographies I did, which is why I was like, nah, let's not take them because then that choreography will just look exactly the same like the past 2. And that was absolutely not my goal because I wanted to make every choreo as different as possible. So I tried to avoid using these steps in my choreography, but there was another problem because my brain on that day was just absolutely not creative. I had so many steps in my mind that have been used in other choreographies I learned, so I was reminded of other choreographies so many times. On that day, my brain was just gone, literally. if my brain came up with other steps that were kind of original, as far as steps can be considered original, they were just weird and awkward and absolutely did not fit at all. So I was like, no, let's not take them. But in the end, I still managed to finish the choreography and come up with something that more or less does not resemble the past 2 choreographies, which is actually something I'm quite proud of, that I still succeeded in the end.
Don't let it fall apart. 모든 것을 간직해줘요 너의 곁에. Don't let it fall apart. 단 하나라도 잊지 말아줘 nothing.
Day 4, Fever by 80s. Yes, another 80s song. But honestly, I did not realize that I only chose Stray Kids or 80s songs so far for this challenge until now that I'm doing the voice recording. But I must say, this time I did something different, because I did not choose the chorus to choreograph to, but right at the beginning. And that's when I realized it's so hard to catch that first beat. Well, yes, I could have just do a different choreography, so I would not have a move on the first beat, but I really wanted to have it there, so I had to practice quite a lot to get that. Additionally, this song is a bit more upbeat, so it was quite good to have a bit of variety. And to make it even harder, because on that day I was so motivated, I was like, let's just try to incorporate more footwork. I prefer to use my arms when dancing than my feet, so my footwork skills are not as developed. So I was like, let's just do 2 challenges at the same time, because one is not enough, seemingly. As well did I realize on that day that there are some steps I just connect to 80s. Whenever I see them, I immediately think of 80s, and it was so fun to realize that this is kind of their move for me. Tell me in the comments if that's the same to you, if you're like, oh yeah, when I see that step, I'm always reminded of that group. Regardless of all the motivation and time I had, that choreography was harder and longer than all the others I did before. In the end, unfortunately, I did not manage to dance the whole choreography through without any mistakes, which is why there's a cut in the final video. Honestly, that was a bit of a bummer, and I was a bit disappointed at the end of the day, but I mean, another day, another chance, right? Day 5, Wildflower by RM and Eugene. For this song, I chose again a more contemporary dance style, and not only did I take the chorus part, but also the very end of the song, because I really like that rap part at the end. So it was quite challenging actually to not repeat the steps I already used for Mist or Piece of a Puzzle, but somehow, even though that was quite challenging, I was so fast at choreographing when you compare it with the time I needed to do the other chorus. So I was quite surprised that it went quite well. Maybe that was because my brain was already used to choreographing a bit, because I've done it for a few days. Honestly, I don't know. Never mind, it was really fun and great. I just had a great time.
How 언젠가나 되돌아가래
저 하늘에 흩어질래 Like a flower, flower work Flower, flower work 눈부시게 Like a flower, flower work Flower, flower
Day 6, Faded in My Last Song by NCTU. This time I started a bit different with choreographing because normally I would just start choreographing right away. However, this time I was like, I just want to feel the vibe first and just let the song and the feeling of the song sink in and then start choreographing. I had so many ideas in my mind and so many different types of choreographies I could invent, so I was like, I need to fix on one idea and on one vibe, so that was what I did, even though it looked quite weird. Anyway, so in the end I settled with floor work right in the beginning. However, that is absolutely not my forte, which is why I had so long. That was truly out of my comfort zone. But generally I had a long time for the choreography because my brain was just like not there. I had so many ideas actually, but they were all really bad and was like, no, that's not good enough and that was something I don't like and it doesn't fit the song and the vibe I want to create. So I got a lot of footage with me standing around and doing nothing. Yeah.
I don't know, blame you Faded in my last song Faded in my last song 영원을 약속해 거짓말로 나를 속여도 돼 숨길 수 없던 널 위한 my last song Faded in my last song Faded in my last song Don't know what I'm saying Don't know what I'm saying 기억에서 너를 보내야 해 너라는 계절 끝이 난 my last song I don't
Last day, Surfin by Stray Kids. Yes, I know, again, another Stray Kids song, but I just wanted to vibe and to have fun and to enjoy it, so I was like, let's take that song and let's just invent a very fun choreography. But this time I took, again, as with Fever, the beginning, because that song starts with the chorus right away after the intro, and I thought, that is cool, so let's just start with that. Actually, I did not expect it to be so hard to differentiate between the vibe and styles of the choreography from this song and Fever. Honestly, that was quite hard because both choreographies are fun and have a similar style. So that was quite challenging to differentiate so they don't look the same. But in general, I had so much fun doing that choreography and I had so many steps in my mind and I knew this part I want to do them right there. But then how do I transition from one step to another? That was the real challenge I faced on that day. However, in the end, I got everything together and I had so much fun dancing that choreography. I truly did not want to stop on that day. The last dance. To be honest, I really learned a lot about dancing and my own body during this week because I expected for some dance moves to look really awkward and weird and maybe silly, but mostly that was not the case, and I suppose that is because when I dance them in my own choreography, I dance them and I use these dance steps because I want to and because I feel they're right in that part of the song. However, when I learn a choreography, it's just learning something what someone else invented and thought would fit to that song. So maybe it does not feel as natural, and that's why my body tends to build up tension, which interferes with the correct execution of the dance moves. So I suppose that is why some dance moves look much better in my own choreographies than when I do them in other choreographies, but that's just a thought of my own. So in the end, did I actually manage to achieve my goal? Almost yes, because except for Fever, which was the only dance I could not dance in one go without any mistakes, I was able to finish every single choreography and dance them through without any mistakes, and that was my goal. So I'm so glad and so relieved that it went so good because I was so scared and reluctant to do it, but I did it and it was not that scary. I learned a lot. And this whole week was an amazing experience, and honestly, I did not want to stop. But for now, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe in order to not miss anything anymore. And hopefully, I will see you in the next video.